We'll apologize for the
Can
delay.
you go ask that lady if we have a volunteer for a score for their live stream? All right.
I'm going to apologize for the delay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 2 of the 2024 Volleyball Pro Am. We apologize for the delay. We were supposed to start at 9 a.m. We're starting it now at 9:30. We didn't have access to balls this morning, Brenda.
Yeah,
no
minor glitches in the administration.
What? Good to know. All right.
So this match, I believe, is a pre-quarter final.
It is.
Second in one pool versus third in another. And the winner of this will take on the winner of the Pac-Man team, who have a bye into the quarters.
Kobe, we've got this game, we've got a quarterfinal, we've got a semifinal, and then we got a bronze medal and a gold medal match.
Yeah,
Just
so
answering
five rounds today.
5
I'm
rounds.
only with you for 3 of them. And then a much better analyst in Kyle Compo will come in and take over.
I wouldn't say that for sure. As we're getting going underway, we've got Jaft on the close side here against Queens Men's Volleyball. Jaft went 1-1 in their opening pool, then went 1-1 in their second pool. Queens won their first pool and then lost their second pool. Both of these teams sitting at 2-2 over throughout the weekend, but just doing it in different ways, as we see a tip over the block there from Jeremy Murray.
Here's Bruno Lortie, who played at Laval and from the Ottawa Mavericks on the serving line. Rolling spin serve.
Very familiar with Lortie's game. Having coached him for a season at the Mavericks there, that's a nice swing by the Gales.
And that's
the Gales,
Andrew Carr who put that ball away, I believe. Actually, the wrong Carr. That's Ben Carr.
Ben Carr, okay. We got Zibukits.
They're brothers.
Ziggy was at the baseline there, and going to be an off speed by O'Coin on the right side.
And that's Ziglicious. The truck going for a very sharp cut, and it's just wide.
Yesterday we saw Jeremy Murray play a little bit on the right side. Today they've got him in the middle with David O'Coin on the right side.
Yeah, I didn't see much of this team yesterday, so I'll take your word for it.
O'Coin, a former Fanshawe Falcon. Jeremy Murray will be heading to the Czech Republic in this upcoming season to play professionally there. Puts it in play, and now that's going to be dug up by Mitrovic. He'll get it back on the left side, and a big kill by Mitrovic.
Yeah, Nikola Mitrovic is kind of slated to move into a starting spot with the Gales this year.
Yeah.
There's an opening for him or someone, because Eric Sixna has signed a contract in Belgium.
Dribbler just over the net, and that's going to go outside to Jonas. That'll be high off hands.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just to go for the tops of hands, not too hard. Catch the defense off guard. O'Coin with the float serve. It's well handled.
Good dig there by McGurr, as it's going to be jumped over by Jaft. Now here's a chance for Queens.
That's Alex Bradovic. He had a look for the under 19 national team.
It's another big serve, easily handled by Lortie. Outside to Jonas, he'll go down the line.
Yeah, and Bradovic got held by Warren Taylor, so one-on-one.
Yeah, so far Jonas Ziethamel for Zaft has been quite good. Alex Bradovic. Hammel's serve goes long.
Mitrovic on the line.
I apologize. For some reason, the scoreboard is on an old scoreboard and not updating. So
it's 5-5 right now.
No, it's on the app. It's updating here. Like I'm doing it here, but it's not doing it on our screen.
I'm just telling the viewers it's 5-5 right now.
And
Ben gets under the ball and launches it.
That one was a phaser.
Yeah, just out of bounds, about 18 meters. Here's Warren Taylor, a former Nipissing Laker and Ottawa Maverick. The float serve at Tobias Harris.
That one should have been a stay down there from Jeremy Murray. Just recycle, use that as a free ball.
Sorry, that's Tobias Jeffries, not Harris. My apologies. Deep float.
There's a good recycle there by Murray. Martin will give it outside to Bruno Lortie, and he'll casually roll that one off the block and out of bounds.
Yeah, there's just some work to do on block discipline, reaching, going early.
Brenda's just taking notes right now to give to Gabe for this upcoming season.
Gabe does just fine on his own now. He always did.
Oh, there we go. A big one-on-one block in the middle.
That's Radarovic with a stuff block. Little help from the net, perhaps.
Alex Badarovich. Where's he from? Hamilton. Okay. As you said earlier, Brenda, that we don't get to see a lot of these Queens guys during the year. You know, not many of them in starting roles. I think Ziglikits. How do I say his name? Lichits is the only one who we really see on a regular basis. So this is a great opportunity for these Queens guys to come and get some reps and some touches against some really good competition.
That's Alex Radarovic with another kill out of the middle.
Bit of a miscommunication on the Jaft side of things as Bruno Lortie and Matt McGurr go for the same ball and get in each other's way.
McGurr's history as a libero, so I'm not surprised he chased it down. Zeglitchis on the serving line.
High and inside there by Lortie, and that is going to be thrown down by Queens. And Queens now with a 9-8 lead.
That was blocked by Ben Carr. Ball goes outside, and the cross-court swing is in.
Zithamel has been really effective so far for Jaft. I think that's his fourth kill early on here, only at 9-9.
Jeremy Murray adding one more hole to the hole in the net. We now have 3 squares out. Somebody's going to get a ball in the face there.
Martin's just going to tee it up there for Warren Taylor.
Yeah,
he'll throw that one back.
Using his veteran wiles.
Yeah.
Cut the ball back around the young middle.
You know, Queens started really this weekend really nicely with a nice win over Adapt that we saw beat Pro Am Volleyball last night.
Yeah. There's David O'Coin.
Oh. Really picks that one up.
Ben
Good
Carr.
tip. Love that recycle.
And the roll shot by Jonas goes out of bounds.
One of the first errors we've seen from Zithamel.
Yeah, he didn't have any hands to aim for. It's Ben Carr on the serving line. aim at. As I said on the last one, he didn't have any hands to aim at.
He's
but pretty well all his shots have been kind of line seam tooling.
He's done a really good job at finding the hands. And I think this is a great spot for Jaff to be in because they've really been riding Bruno Lortie for a long time. So if Jonas can pick up some of that slack, that'll really help him. That was a great two-hand dump over there by the Gales.
Chris Zimmerman. We have a little floor mopping time delay here. Scores 12-11 for the Queens Gales. Mitrovic with a good spin serve. It's well handled. Lortie goes cross court. It's dug. And Zig Lichis is stuffed by Warren Taylor.
There's a big block up there.
Yeah, three-player block.
Once again, this
inside set.
This Jaff team is full of experience. You got guys who have played pro all over the world, who are still playing pro, who have played in the OUA, RSEQ, OCAA.
And Taylor goes long. So that puts the Gales back in front by 1.
Heads up, Alex. Gets out of system, and now Bruno Lortie to take the lead, but a rare miss there by Bruno Lortie, not catching the hands and going long.
Gales maintaining their 1-point lead.
Oh, and that one is into the net by Chris Zimmerman. Oh, and there we go. Off the Lortie serve, Jeremy Murray puts that one down. And that will give Jaff the lead up 15-14. And once again, we are in the process of trying to get a scoreboard back on.
Here's Bruno Lortie with another spin serve. He catches tape, handled by Mitrovic. Radovic off the hands. Dug by Elias Jeffries. Goes outside. Tipped by Carr.
Oh, no.
Dug by Carr. Back set. Lichis.
Great track down by McGurr.
And Ocon swing on the right side goes wide.
Yeah, no touch on that one. Oh.
Somebody call a touch?
Self-call touch there on the Queen's side.
I honestly did not see it.
I did not see that at all, but.
Well, they're not arguing. So
they're not. No, it was a self-call to boot, so.
16-14, Lortie once again. Good pass by Jeffries, goes outside.
Great dig there by McGurr. Right back over to the Queen's side. Ziggy, whoa. Alex, you okay?
Looking for hands. And the right side swing by Lee just goes long. Lortie running him off. Up 3 now. Handled by Mitrovic. And Brederovich goes into the tape. A little intimidation from Jeremy Murray. There we go. The ball jammed under the chair. And we have a timeout by the Queens Gales as they're down 18-14. Solid win on the other court by the Pro Am team. They take it 25-12.
Okay. And we have a rare timeout over here as Queens calls their own timeout. They got some nice jerseys over there right now, too, on the Queens side. You got some Modena jerseys. I won't lie, your Kingston Rock jerseys are quite nice.
Yeah.
For club jerseys, those are really nice. They remind me of Piacenza's jerseys from this year.
Got a little view of City Hall along the hip.
Yeah.
There's Lortie once again for his 5th serve. Goes with the roll
Nicely
shot.
handled.
It's just off the hands. And they recover a point, so we're now 18-15. American Ziegler just with the spin serve. Handled by Lortie, goes to the middle. And ball makes it over the net. Little scrambly work there. Dug by Harris. And Mitrovic with the line kill. Two-point game.
Okay,
Boys
we
gonna
should
to
have a
stop sweating.
scoreboard once again.
Oh, good. David O'Coin doing a great job of wiping the floor. Oh no, that's Matt McGurr, sorry.
Matt
the other beard.
I think if Queens could make a light push here, they've done well to get a couple of steals back to back.
Yeah.
Oh,
the hybrid serve.
Was a really good serve there by Ziggy. And then he gets the dig through the gap. Outside.
Mitrovic.
Oh, no.
And he launches it. Just a little early.
And that to me, Brenda, is still that gap that we see in Canadian volleyball. It's that skill level to be able to take those high-level shots in those tougher
He actually made the right shot. He missed the hands by an
inch.
But
that's exactly, it's all about the hand contact on that one. It wasn't the cleanest hand on ball.
Jeremy Murray gets an ace on libero Tobias Harris.
That is a timely ace for this Jaff team. Now they pull
their 4-point lead.
4-point lead. Especially on the libero, that's not something you want to be seeing. As Murray once again heading to Czechia this year, Ustinad Labem will be playing in the Czech Pro League. Oh, that one catches the line by Mitrovic, and yeah, absolutely, that was a great swing there by Mitrovic, wearing the Engapeth Modena jersey, signed as well.
A little VNL action last summer.
And an error there by Ziethamel as he misses that one down the line. Queens is still alive here. The Gales still in a position here to push this to 3. Ziethamel with his hands. He's going to get it back on the outside. That's a big swing, and oh no.
That's a fun situation because the two brothers, the Carr brothers, blocking side by side.
Now David O'Coin into the net. Once again, we're looking for just a little bit of spark here from the Queens team, just to get something going. They only trail by 2, but time is running out here in this second set. It's a best 2 out of 3, and oh, there's an ace. There is an ace from Queens, and they pull within 1. Which Carr brother was that?
That was Ben.
Ben Carr.
He's from Surrey, BC.
Ben Carr will be Back,
wearing the Kingston Rock jersey.
back to serve once again. Another good serve by Ben Carr. Tight pass and a one-on-one block. That was massive at Queens. We are all tied up here at 21s.
Andrew Carr brings it home for the Gales.
These Carr brothers out of Surrey, BC are really coming through here. Are they twins as well?
Well, they were both in first year this past year, so I'm going to guess yes, but definitely not identical.
No, not identical. I was wondering because I'm pretty sure they were doing the radar gun for the
Yes,
Gales
that's
this year
correct.
at Nationals. So they were always sitting in the back where my camera was?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure that either one used eligibility this year.
Okay. Honestly, so often whenever I talk to a club kid and they're always like, well, I want to go somewhere I can start right away. And so oftentimes I tell them there's nothing wrong with taking a redshirt year. If you can go to a school that you want to go to, an institution that you want to go to academically especially, and you go in and get that year of understanding how to be a student athlete, understanding the flow of things,
Yeah.
I think that's so valuable.
Absolutely. I always look for players who I want to surround myself with great players because I think that's the best way to meet my potential, like to improve at the fastest rate.
And another one by Carr. And just like that, a 4-point deficit has been erased by the Gales. They now lead 22-21, looking to force a third set.
Yeah, he's not a huge guy, but he's certainly getting a lot of arm over the net.
He's doing a good job at just taking his lane and pushing high. His hands are really strong, nice and high right now. And the other Carr, Ben, with the ace. Wow, these Carr brothers have been taking over this match. Andrew Carr blocking in the middle. Ben Carr serving from the baseline. And it has been a 6-point run here for Queens men's volleyball.
I was looking on the roster for height, but it doesn't say height on the Queens roster. Just says first year and hometown. 23-21. What a comeback!
I will apologize as well. I am keeping score at the moment on the stream, so.
This might again come down to who's fittest, and who. I would think that the current roster of university players is in good condition. They're training daily or 3 times a week at least during the summer. And doing as much playing as they can, where the old guys, probably averaging an age of about 26, I'm guessing, maybe 25. Ben Carr once again. I'd be serving down the line to 5 personally.
It's a really good.
He dimes it. I might have predicted that on the good pass.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, that's still coming out of a timeout. You're on a bit of a heater, and you're still putting the ball into play.
I think with McGurr's history as a libero and Bruno Lortie's exceptional ball control skills, I think your best option is to go elsewhere. Mitrovic finds the hole. Scores.
Squeezes that one through the block now. We're going to have set point Gales, 24-22.
Nick Mitrovic was the first left side off the bench for the Gales this year, and he got quite a bit of playing time between injury and people having a difficult match. McGurr once again goes outside to Lortie, and he hits high into the gap. 1-point game. Warren Taylor missed his last serve, so we'll see how he manages here. Jump float, well handled. Goes outside to Licious. Tips. Murray with the one-handed set. Dug by Harris, goes outside.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion.
apparently there was a net violation. And the Gales take the set, 25-23. Self-called net violation.
Okay, wow. First set point as well. And you know what? Just like that, we're going to a third set.
Once again, the Pro Am team is leading in the second set on the other court. They're up 14-11. Okay, we're going right into it. No 3-minute delays here.
Okay, well. Oh, finally they switched sides. I even told them before the game they were supposed to switch sides. I'm gonna go get mad at Matt McGurr after this match. Told him specifically that they needed to switch sides.
Viewers a different perspective on things.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully the stream quality just got a little bit better. Realized that our encoding bit rate was way too low, so we bumped that up a little bit. And hopefully you guys will be able to and enjoy the stream in a little bit of a crisper quality.
Okay, we're underway here with the Gales serving. We've got Chris Zimmerman, the setter, on the line. Zimmerman with a strong jump float serve. Well handled by Lortie. Lortie outside, and that ball goes long, just missing the hands of Ben Carr.
Warren Taylor thinks that Ben Carr touched it. I don't know. I kind of saw a touch on that. As Zimmerman wearing the nice jump pleat jersey from Pursuit Volleyball over here.
Another excellent float serve, but it's well handled again. And Lortie pushes it into the young blockers, and they can't recover it. So we're all tied at 1 apiece. Here's setter Glenn Martin. Deep float handled by Jeffries. Goes pipe to Mitrovic.
Oh, what a dig there by McGurr.
Slice down the line board, Lortie.
Oh, that out of system set there from the libero, just a
much too tight.
Much too tight.
Ball goes outside, out of system, and a nice tip by Ben Carr. Good deception on that ball.
Bruno Lortie hasn't moved since Carr jumped on that ball. He's standing there. You're starting to see, once again, Lortie before this tournament tells me, he's like, I'm in beach shape right now. I'm not in indoor shape. Yeah. So you're starting to see that come through. And you said
the fact that he's in shape of some sort is better than some. Right?
That's true at 30 years old over there. But as you said earlier, these Queens guys might have more advantage as this game goes on, just because they are in indoor shape. They are a little bit younger. They have been playing as a coin makes a not great error there and blows out wide out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a little late getting up. It had crossed his shoulders before he swung on that. And here's Litchis with another spin serve. Litchis is a Louisville. Interestingly, it's Louisville, Colorado. We have a foot violation on Ziglichis.
Okay, Bruno Lorti back to serve now after that one. Oh, once again, I've done a terrible job keeping score.
3-3. Handled by Harris, goes to Bradovic. It's Doug, back set to O'Coin. Doug again, here comes Lichis with the pipe.
Nobody home.
Zimmerman and Lichis are the two guys in this group that started for the Gales all year, so that combination is quite familiar to me.
Yeah, Lichis is, you could just see he was getting ready. And
yeah, he'll be going into his 5th year, his final year with the Gales. And interestingly, he's from Louisville, Colorado.
Oh.
And that float serve goes long.
Lots of talking through the net here between David O'Coin and the Queen's bench. Murray with a big serve. Ben Carr is going to be over there out of system. Mitrovic.
Strike one.
Yeah.
Just
a bit of a
judge the speed of the descent, I think.
A swing and a miss there by Mitrovic.
I suspect he lost it in the light. These lights can be really spotty. They're up 5-4 now.
Another great serve by Murray. And that's just going to be dumped over by the Gales.
Nice.
Oh, and that's in there
by
once
the Carr
again.
brothers.
Both of them side by side this time. Hey, I actually updated the scores in a timely manner this time. Now it's Ben Carr, and he brought them back into this match in the last set. Let's see if he can do it here again. Oh, that is just long. Oh. I might. It is on the opposite baseline, but did get a pretty clear view of that. I would respectfully disagree with that in call by our.
I thought it was like, even the bench is saying it's in. And
oh,
Alex is over there, and he's saying it's in.
Okay. Well, Ben Carr's serving in this one has been on fire.
That one wasn't.
That one wasn't even close. And we're all tied up at 6s here with O'Coin heading back to serve.
Isaac. Dax.
Good swing there from Carr.
Okay, so it looks like we've misidentified the middle blocker. Apparently it's not Andrew Carr, so it's not the brothers.
I didn't know we had random Montreal Carabin on this Queens men's volleyball team over here, Brenda.
Nor did I, so we apologize.
As Mitrovic just served an ace. He's going for another one. Now Queens with a 2-point lead.
Okay, that's Lucas Genier from Montreal.
Okay.
Not a member of the Queens Gales.
Lucas Genier. Well, Queens right now with the advantage as Jonas Ziethemel heads back to serve, but that one's going to find its way into the net. As the aforementioned Genier, who was quite fantastic earlier. We were giving all of that praise to Carr. Although now that I look on the bench, there's very obviously one of the other Carr brothers is right there.
It's right there.
And they are identical. But Genier could be the third Carr brother, no doubt about it.
Lord T missing the hands, getting another point for the Gales.
Yeah, if you tell me those three are brothers, I don't bat an eye at that one little bit.
It's an honest mistake for sure.
Well, Genier continues to go back to serve, and now we're at 10-7. I have not been on top of the score.
Genier's serve goes long, bringing the score back to within 2. Warren Taylor on the line.
Something needs to happen here for Jaft.
Let's down the line.
Ziggy with a wonderful swing down line. Oh, here comes the cavalry. The real
officials coming.
We got a pretty all-star cast of some veteran officials here. Like
veteran being the operative word, right? Just like me. Zimmerman, float serve, and that goes long. And we're at 11-9.
11-9 for Queens, and
Glenn Martin, float serve to Jeffries. Too much lead on the pipe for Nick Mitrovic.
Yeah, just not. He needs that a little bit higher, a little bit closer into him on that. Yeah, just leaning forward. It's a good pass, nice and tight. Outside to Ben Carr, but he's blocked one-on-one by David O'Coin. And once again, we are tied up at 11. This match has just been one of those saloon doors, Brenda, back and forth.
I'm guessing this is going to be a back set. Oh, what do I know?
Good recycle there from Carr, and he's going to get it back. And a bigger swing. That's Doug. And a joust at the net. That is going to fall on the Queen's side, and Jaft now with the lead. Just like that, as Martin has been the back row, this is a perfect rotation for Jaft to be in, to be able to potentially close out this match. That's a tough pass by the Queen's libero, and that is going to give a 2-point lead, and we have a 4-point swing here.
Yeah,
it is now 13-11.
Queen's calling timeout.
In this type of timeout, Brenda, are you going emotional? Are you going tactical? Are you just getting them to take a breath? How would you approach this timeout?
Oh, I don't think there's an emotional problem here. I think they just maybe need to shift their reception slightly. This guy's burning deep corner to 1, and because the swing, Ziglich's swing on the right side he's still front row. It's hard for him to go right to the baseline to pass that ball and still be in the offense. So they just need to shift a little bit, I think. But they've been picking on this libero quite a bit. He's performed reasonably well at times, but see, same thing, going deep to 1. Not successful this time.
No, just a
so
bit
we're
of
back within 1. So
a bit of fresh air there for
Leachis is capable of some good things here. It's generally been a hit and miss, but mostly hit. And there's another
serve
hit.
There by Leachis.
Puts them in trouble. They're out of system. Mitrovic, and he scores in the gap. Am I correct that David O'Coin played middle there? He did, and they've got Murray on the outside. So all tied up at 13 apiece. A little delay for floor wiping. Yeah, they've got David O'Coin coming into the middle and Jeremy Murray going to swing on the outside, so they're pulling a little tactics here, I think. Prove me wrong. Oh, no need to. As Licious wants that one. Okay, this is match point now.
With Lotzi on the baseline too, and if I know it, Bruno Lotzi is going to want to finish it now. But Rosette right at Mitrovic. Right side, Ben Carr, he's slowed down. Can they keep it alive? No.
And Carr comes through under pressure, 14 apiece. I'm impressed with this young man. Derevic here.
Handled by Zfamo. In the middle, Murray pops it up. Here's a chance for Queens. Carr on the right side, swings high out the hands, picked up by Lotzi. Now, Martin, right side, O'Coin! He goes down on the inside of Genier, off the block and out.
That ends the match.
No,
Oh, no, sorry,
that's 15-14.
My apologies.
And Jeremy
that ball
Murray
goes wide, and we're tied once again. Oh, and this is probably who you want on the serving line if you're a Queens fan, because Ben Carr's been serving very well today.
Very, very well.
Not that I want to give him the commentator's curse, but
the more I see these Kingston Rock jerseys, the more I like them, though. Oh, another great serve there by Ben
well
Carr.
handled.
Now tipped over. Oh no, that was the opportunity. He was showing tip the entire time there.
Absolutely.
That's where you need to identify that, especially in this situation right now. As the whoever that libero is, I'm not sure. He needs to identify that early and be in that pot. It's going to be past Titan. Zimmerman's going to be dug by O'Coin. Here's a chance now. Bruno Lotzi out of the back row, and he finishes it. No one up there for Queens, and Bruno Lotzi finishes it for Jaft. 17-15, they close out the match, although is it not 17-15?
What was the score of the first set?
Guys, isn't that game? Isn't this 3 sets? The second set?
That's what I thought all along.
Oh, then I'm just dumb.
I didn't want to correct you in case I was wrong, but this is the first time we've had the Queens guys with their backs to us.
But didn't Jaft win the first set?
And Queens won this.
Yeah, so we're in third.
No, this is the second set. And Queens hasn't won a set yet.
Okay. That would make sense.
Yeah. Jonas Zishamel tools the block for a point, and they lead by 3. David O'Coin. And Nikola Mitrovic with the out-of-system kill. And we're back within 2.
Jeremy Murray on the sideline over there is calling it in for Jaft at the moment.
Well, let's yeah, Jeremy Murray's correcting them. No, there's no need to reserve. The ball is in. They're giving the ball. That's class. They're giving the ball to Queens. And the score is 17-19. Nice serve by Mitrovic.
Richards.
Yeah. 18-19. And timeout called by the Jaff team. They're within 1.
There seems to be some confusion on the sidelines of what the score is at now, and I mean, apparently there's some confusion on my end too. 19-17. All right, we are.
Yeah, that's what I have as well.
Okay, perfect. Mitrovic here to serve, and if Queens
Perfect pass. Lortie, dug by Mitrovic. And killed by Lichis.
Zig Lichits there nicely in the pipe. Although right now, Brenda, the chat is saying that we shouldn't trust Jeremy Murray's in and out calls.
Well, he gave it to Queens.
Yeah. Well, that's what his it looks like. We've got some former Lakers teammates in the chat saying that he's not to be trusted on in and out calls.
Well, I could see that if he was giving his team favor, but
oh, great dig there by Zfamel, and O'Coin out of the back row.
We are now tied up at 19 apiece.
And you know what, Brenda? This is maybe the second time now that we're seeing Jaft lose the handle on the game late in the set. And that's something I would expect from a younger team like Queens, not from an older veteran team like Jaft. That type of error there from David O'Coin is, I would say, uncharacteristic.
Yeah. Jumped a little early, ball behind him. I think he was just trying to be safe with it, and sometimes that causes more errors than otherwise. Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah. Little launch pad on that one.
You know, Mitrovic is kind of like that one kid on the hockey team who has a slap shot, and 1 out of 10 times he gets it off, and it's really good. But the other times it's going off the toe or the heel and just squibbling away.
He's about 50-50, I think. Oops. That set goes too far out, and Ben Carr can't clear the antenna, bringing it back.
Just
unforced error by the Gales.
Bailing out the Gales right here. Or, yeah, this is Gales' point. Yeah, I thought Glenn Martin called himself on the net.
Oh, okay.
Jaft called themselves on the net for sure.
Okay. So maybe that's why the antenna shook. I thought the ball hit it. Okay, this is Carter Sedgwick serving. Sedgwick with the spin serve. And a stuff block by Chris Zimmerman and Alex Bradovic.
That is a big block there by the Gales.
Bradovic puts a lot of arm over the net.
Bradovic, jeez. He's got a lot of vowels in his name. Or sorry, a lot of consonants. BRD are the first 3 letters of his name, last name.
Sedgwick,
oh, and there's an ace. There is an ace.
Carter Sedgwick, he's a local boy, won the Ken Davies Award in 23. From
Love
OVA.
to see it. And this Queens Gales team, once again, they won their first pool, finished 3rd in their second pool. Were down and out in the first set, trailing by 4. They were trailing this one by 2, and they have continued to make late pushes here.
There's a lot of very wet shirts on the other side of the net.
I barely see any sweat on the Queens side. That's what we're talking about, indoor season versus.
I think there's sweat. Jerseys tend to not show it quite as much, but Grenier, who's come off in the middle there for Sedgwick, is pretty wet.
Okay, still now when you look at Andrew Carr standing beside Grenier, like they could be. Like,
absolutely.
Other than the different color of hair, slightly. They're both blonde, but the Cars are just slightly blonder.
I was working off the Queens roster and didn't even have Jenny on my list.
No.
So it's an honest mistake.
As another big serve there by Sedgwick. And now Bruno Lutzi with the row shot. They're going to be a recycle. Ooh. Now here's O'Coin, and he does a lot better with that one. Perfectly into that 5-6 seam, just barely grazing the top of my camera, and we'll have to recenter that a little bit later.
Okay, we're back to a 2-point game. Or 2021, I should say. It's a 1-point game.
22-21 here for the
Taylor
Gales.
with
Warren
the
Taylor
float.
puts it in at Leachitz.
It's off the net. Great job by Leachitz.
He's got that 1-6 shot right down the seam.
Yeah.
Done really well. It's a few times he's made that shot.
He's a hang and bang guy too. He jumps really early. He can take a look before he swings, and he can go full out, or he can place. Okay.
Oh, another
Great
really
float.
good float serve. Outside the LC, he's going to go down the line. That's Doug. Here's Mitrovic. He'll go left side to
Great
Leachich.
set.
High off the hands, and Queens once again with a 2-point lead, 23-21.
24.
Oh, I think you were right. Is that say 24? Yeah.
Floor mopping timeout, strategically taken here. And Zimmerman once again.
For the match here. Oh, with a great float serve. Going to come back. Leachich, dug by O'Coin. Chance to stay alive here. And a big swing by Bruno Lotzi.
Yeah, great swing. Good read by Mitrovic as well. He was in the right place, couldn't control the heat.
You
All
look
right,
on
we're
that.
back in that rotation where I said if I was looking to finish this, I think I'd run a back set. So we'll see what happens here. Depends how good the pass is too, of course. But yeah, that's one way of winning it.
Just like that, Queens. From the third place yesterday, now moving on to the quarterfinals here at the 2024 Volleyball Pro Am. We'll check here in a second to see who they will be playing in the next round.
I believe they're playing Pac-Man.
Okay. That would be quite, let's, oh no, that's the pool play.
That was game 13 on the schedule.
Yeah, game 13.
And the winner of 13 plays Pac-Man.
Okay.
So that'll be right here on this court in about 25 minutes.
All right, well, we will be back shortly for the quarterfinals here at the 2024 Volleyball Pro Am from Kingston, Ontario. got bumped a little bit, so I was just repositioning it and shit. All right. We're back now for, this is quarterfinal, one of the quarterfinals here at the 2024 Volleyball Pro Am. This is Everett Delorme, joined by the legendary Brenda Willis. And Brenda, we have real jerseys in front of us for the first time.
We do,
All weekend long.
but we're going to be quite confused because the numbers they're wearing don't jive with their roster.
Jumbo Shrimp, which is a men's team out of Toronto. A lot of former York University guys, a few others, taking on Volleyball Pro Am. And Pro Am is going to get us started with a big block by Jake Gomes, the setter. Gomes is playing professionally in Azerbaijan earlier this year. And once again, I am doing the scoring, so I'm going to hope to do better than I was last game.
Andrew Dubé set a pipe, but no one was approaching.
Oh, that's a nice
Dig
swing.
by Hutchison. Fidari with the tip.
Oh, way to keep it alive there by Jumbo Shrimp. Outside now to Hutchison.
Great save by Hutchison with the southpaw. Overpass.
Wow.
Dax Tompkins unloads on a cutback shot.
Can you hear me now in your headset? No?
Gomes once again. This one's a little too tight for Nikola to Dimitrijevic to handle.
And Pro Am with a nice start here, 4-0 early in this game.
It's Jake Gomes for his 5th attempt.
Good pass. Now outside, going to be tipped over.
Dubé
Ooh.
with the power tip.
Missed down the line there by Andrew Dubé. Now here's another Andrew Shotbolt back to serve.
Former York Lion. If I'm not mistaken, Nicola, the setter, played at Waterloo.
He did. He was a setter at Waterloo. Dimitrievich.
Yeah.
Will be outside now to Gomes. Tipped over the block by Fedare. Shotbolt is going to put it up for Sebastian. Right side now to Fedare. So that's on the left side for Fedare, but now 4-1 in favor of Pro Am. 5-1, sorry, I apologize. Pro Am looking pretty fresh this morning after having already played a pre-quarter after finishing 2nd in their pool yesterday, as that is going to be another ace from Pro Am off of Pejagadjic.
Yeah, reception's the name of the game right now. Hutchison with a lot of different spin tails on his serve. Hard to line it up. There's another one.
Good pass there from Shotbolt. Nakwase into the net.
Yeah. Toure was a pretty dominating middle blocker in his peak at York University, but he's a little slower now, and I think he needs a little higher set in order to connect.
Yeah, I don't think the explosiveness that we once saw from Toure Nakwase is quite there at the moment.
Yeah, I give this team credit for making it in the quarterfinals now.
This Jumbo Shrimp team, I mean, you've got some veteran guys on here. Greg Ivan must be at least 35, 36 years old.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, he's older than I am. I'm 32.
Okay, well,
so
the years kind of blur together for me after a while, so. Okay, we're ready to go again. Hutchison back on the line. He's gone to the one side of the court multiple times. We'll see if he does that again.
Good, man. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Another big serve there by Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, good set there.
And
kept alive.
Dubé. Control shot, back set again. Dubé again, and it's cross court.
Andrew Dubé.
Yeah, he hits a heavy ball. I had the pleasure of working with him in the One Volleyball League in the summer of 2018. He was on our team. Him and Clay Couchman, both in this tournament. Toure's float serve goes long, and we're at 8-2 for the Pro Am team.
I didn't realize that the One Volleyball teams were in Volleybox as well, too. Look at that.
Yeah, that was our team, Magnus Spartans.
Dubé, formerly of Durham Lord, played in Mongolia and in Albania.
Yeah, he's had some interesting contracts.
Shotbolt passed that one to the attack line. Dubé is just going to punch it over.
Outside ball.
Great dig
kept
there.
Kept alive by Nikola.
Dimitrievich. Fedare on the right side.
So far they've had no answer for Josh Fedare. He seems to have some pretty solid ups for day 2 compared to a lot of people. Yeah.
I can't research and keep score at the same time.
Yeah, I understand. We're a little short on volunteers this morning. Although the key ones all showed up, which is terrific. Tompkins.
Oh.
Takes out the GoPro.
I expect this. I've been there once or twice as, you know, your camera gets hit. Oh, as my other camera's about to get hit. It is 9-3 as Dubé is back to serve. He goes after Bowers. Great run, what a dig there by Dubé. Now outside, off the block, and that is a score there. First time Jumbo Shrimp gets 2 in a row.
Yeah, earn point.
Here comes Dubé again.
Float serve, Bowers.
Oh,
Fidari
wow.
with the slice.
Oh, and that is actually going to be a center line violation called against Josh Fidari. For the first time all weekend, Brenda, we have real referees, and now there's real calls being made.
Yeah, but I actually think he was outside the court. But
I tend to agree on that one, but
he makes up for it.
He
It's
does.
10-5.
I have, you know, we talked about red cards yesterday. I have gotten a handful of red cards in the city of
Shame
Kingston.
on you.
I know. These Region 6 referees have never been a fan of mine.
It sounds more like you've never been a fan of theirs. And that float serve goes long, bringing the gap to only 4 points. Slow comeback by the Jumbo Shrimp. And here we have Dilshan. I'm not sure I can tackle that last name, but Sebastian.
Oh, there we go. Sverditsky, Yarrow with a big block in the middle. And Jumbo Shrimp doing a good job at coming back here.
Yeah.
It was 9-2 not too long ago, and now 10-7. A 5-1 swing in favor of Jumbo Shrimp.
Dylan once again.
Oh, what a dig there by Dubé. And now Shotbolt facing the wrong way on the left side. In the pipe now, Hutchison. He's going to sweep that one by Gajic.
Yeah, that's just a controlled shot by Hutchison. Good placement for their 11th point. Hutchison's back in the front row now.
Go outside to Shotbolt, and that's blocked. And a bit of a campfire there for Jumbo Shrimp, and as they all kind of sat and watched in slow motion.
I can understand Shotbolt being a little frustrated because it came down so slowly, but 4 guys could have played it. They all looked at each other. Bowers with the spin.
Now here's Hutchison off the block. Ooh.
That was
The lines person calling
off
off
the
the block. I thought that was off the block too. No? We're not going to look at the lines people? Okay. Or us?
He's totally ignoring the lines people.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that too.
Both lines people.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we saw that ball go off the block and up. Oh, what a swing there by Hutchison, but Jumbo Shrimp up to the task. Now Pro Am gets it back again. Zach, he's blocked on that one-on-one, but it's kept alive. Now Gomes turns and burns that one.
With no approach.
13-12 now for Pro Am.
13-8, I think.
Sorry, 13-8.
How late were you out last night?
I was driving last night, so I wasn't intoxicated, but I was out quite late. Those Western
There's
boys,
Alex
man.
King.
Those Western boys, they know how to go long. Dimitrevich now, no one home for
Nobody.
Dubé, but he just has to tip it over.
Inside
High ball.
set.
Hutchison.
Brings down the hammer.
That was.
Shotbolt joined them, but didn't quite close.
Yeah, he was about 1.5 meters away from closing, and the blocks there set there from Dimitrevich was way too outside for that inside set. Now we got 14-8. As Alex King, the former Ryerson Ram, TMU Bold, goes nicely down the line. What an ace there by Alex King.
Shotbolt
Going down the
generally
rail.
known as a good passer too, and lots of heat on that one. Shotbolt's taking himself out of the receive. Dubé going to step in.
Another heavy
Good
serve.
pass by Dilshan. Shot full gets blocked. Still up. Free ball over the net. And Dax Tompkins unloads once again.
I'm not entirely sure who Toure is blocking there.
I think he's react blocking. He just reacted a little late. It's kind of tough because he's also got Hutchison on the outside, so you don't want to commit too early.
As Alex King continues to serve, Pro Am is currently doubled up on Jumbo Shrimp, 18-6.
Another great serve by Alex King. And we've got our timeout for Jumbo Shrimp as the Pro Am team takes a 9-point lead. Kind of running away with this.
Yeah, this Pro Am team is currently playing on another level.
Particularly from the serving line, they've earned a lot of points. Reduced their errors from yesterday by quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Alex King is serving much better than he did yesterday. Zach Hutchison is serving much better than he did yesterday. Just an all-around better performance right now from Pro Am.
They're running a little more middle as well.
Yep.
Yesterday, I didn't think King or Dax Tompkins was involved enough, and they're connecting much more frequently today. I'm looking across to the other court, and I'm not sure if that's 18-1 for Pac-Man or 18-10.
I think it's 18-10. I think
perhaps there's no zero on the flip cards.
That's my assumption.
But clearly Pac-Man is winning. And they actually have a coach today.
Oh no, that's up, off the foot. Oh, and recycled back. Oh no, Toure. Oh no. That was gonna be my clip for the tournament. That was gonna be my clip. No.
You get excited pretty easily there, Coach.
Off the foot.
Another ace serve.
(19-8) right now for Pro Am. You know, I don't know where Alex King is going next year. I might have to chat with him after this because he has been.
He has eligibility to go back to TMU.
Does he? Yeah. Or anywhere else. If he's finished his program, he could go anywhere.
If he goes to grad school.
Yeah.
He can't do an undergrad year somewhere else.
No. Dimitrievich. I'm going to put this one in for Jumbo Shrimp as they trail by 10. Fadari just going to tip that one over. A miscommunication there by Jumbo Shrimp. Out of system now for Shotbolt. He'll go off the block of Tompkins and out of bounds.
Yeah, that was great defense by Dilshan. Sabasinga. 19-10.
Just a quick little mop-up action there as Nikola Dimitrievich, formerly of Waterloo, University of Waterloo, back to serve. Running the middle there to Tompkins. Gadget is there with the one-hand stab. Back again, Gomes. Showing the entire time that he's going to swing on two, and no one goes up with him.
I think Shotbolt jumped. He just elevates a little higher.
That's fair.
Then jump full out, perhaps.
Jake Gomes serving once again, formerly of Humber College, Humber Hawks, and that would be out of bounds. Wide to the side. We've seen him make that error quite a few times, just going way too thumb up.
Although he had a nice run his previous time up serving.
He did.
He was the one that got them to, what, 6 or 7 before the first side out. Shotbolt. Hutchison.
Great dig.
That's
Can they keep it alive? They do. Tight
Yeah.
there for Andrew Dubé. Tried to save it. Not
It's tough
anything
too
doing.
because that ref stand has legs that stick out a little bit. It's an injury waiting to happen if you go at that too hard. Back to Zach Hutchinson.
That heavy serve there from Hutchison. Lexon once again. Lexon Rabbit is everything I want in a libero. Look
Block
at
by
that. Makes the
Tompkins.
big dig. Sally's hard. It was a good block at the middle by Tompkins, but I'm going to give all the credit in the world there to Lexon Rabbit.
So stable when he digs.
His platform is so perfect all the time. His platform angles are impeccable. Outside now, and that's just going to be dumped over here from Jumbo Shrimp. Another chance here for Pro Am. The quick ball to the back to Fedari.
Oh, that hit the antenna.
That should be out. It did head outside of the net on the antenna. 23-11 in favor of Pro Am here. They are 2 points away, and just to confirm on the other court, it's 23-14 in favor of Pac-Man over the Queens Gales.
Okay. And 23-11 here, 2 23s.
That'll be tight.
I called Matt Bowers for encroaching, but that wasn't a setter trying to set the ball. That was the opposite, trying to hit the ball or dump the ball. It's an interesting call. I guess when you're up 23-12, you don't get too stressed about a bad call.
No. Toure with the float serve at Bowers. Haven't said Matt Bowers' name a lot so far this morning. Is going to push that one through the block. That is going to be a tight set. Joseph Net comes back to the Jumbo Shrimp side. Now right side. Here's Dubé. Swings away right into the block of Dax Tompkins. And that brings us to set point for Pro Am.
Tompkins with a cut right, swing left, or cut left, swing right. He does these weird zigzags in his serving. So he's going to his right and then coming back to his left. Unfortunately, that one didn't clear the tape, but Dubé with the dump float. And Hutchison and King sends that long. It's so common for middles to jam themselves, not get off the net, and then the ball ends up behind them. Here's Dubé again. Good pass.
Bowers is dug.
Great save.
Oh, no one home. Zach Hutchison had the full 81 square meters to swing at.
Yeah, at 25-14 finish for the Pro-Am team in set number 1.
Yeah, they really dominated in that first set, Brenda, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves heading back to the sideline right now.
And Pac-Man in a very similar situation, dominating a similar score. As predicted, they are the top seed in the event.
Okay. I will be right back. I got to go to the bathroom.
Thanks for sharing.
gotta let the users know. If you're a big fan of Volleyball Source, we call this the Pavlov response.
This continues to be a best 2 out of 3. If it does go to 3 sets, the third set will be to 15. Just reading through some of the comments here. Hoping for a little tighter second set. Although I'm sure the Pro Am team would be happy to finish this off quickly because there's still 2 more matches for them to play today. And having 3 or 4 matches in a day is not easy. They didn't win their power pool, so they were forced to play a 9 a.m. pre-quarter, which they survived, and now we're in the actual quarter. So there's still semis, and then there will be a bronze and gold at 2 and 3:30 in the main feature gym at Queens. With real refs, they tend to take the full 3 minutes between sets. Teams are anxious to get going. We seem to be minus a scorekeeper here. There we go. Scorekeeper's back. We can get things moving. Looks like we're going to start off with Jake Gomes, serving for the Pro Am team. He went on a nice run in the beginning of the first set. We'll see if he can do the same thing again here. Jumbo Shrimp still sorting their rotation out. Looks like they're good to go. They've got a different middle in now with Greg Ivan. He replaced Toure. Change in libero as well. Good serve by Gomes. It's handled. And Greg Ivan makes his presence felt instantly. It's continued though. Pipe set. And once again, Josh Fidari. It's kept alive. And a bit of a misconnection in the middle between Nicola and Greg Ivan. And Pro Am takes the first point. We have Gomes once again. Another good serve. It's well handled. Goes out to shot bolt. And it's stuffed blocked. Excuse me, by Josh Fidari. 2-0. Gomes once again. Spin serve, just long. And that'll take us to 1 serving 2. Nikola Dimitrijevic actually serving. Hutchison. Little ping pong going on. Hutchison off the hands. And that Pro Am failed to cover. So we're tied at 2-2. I'm going to stick with Nicola as the float server and not tackle that last name. There's Dak Tompkins with the tip through for their 3rd point. Serving for Pro Am is Zach Hutchison. Big spin serve handled by Shotbolt. Goes outside to Dubé, off the hands. And Josh Fidari called for the held ball. So we're all tied up at 3 apiece. Andrew Shotbolt on the serving line. Bump pass to Fidari, and he finds a way to score. Catches Nicola's shoulder on its way out of bounds.
That's Fidari's best shot. The hard cross court.
Phasering out of bounds that hits somebody. Here's Dax Tompkins. They lead 4-3. Tompkins finds the corner. Open it up to a 2-point gap. Tompkins once again, cutting right, serving left. Ball hit is cut wide out of bounds by Greg Ivan. And the Pro-Am team now has them doubled at 6-3. Welcome back, Everett.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 6-3 now for Pro-Am.
Shot bolt finds his way underneath inside.
Just squeezing that one through, and the block between King and Bowers there is quite tall.
Yeah, we call that in the A. You know, the two blockers reach towards each other, form a triangle.
In the A, okay.
Hit low inside them.
That's the first time I've heard that one, but it does make a lot of sense. Technical play there by Bowers is going to put that one wide.
Yeah, things getting a little bit sloppy, letting Jumbo Shrimp back in. It's now a 1-point game, and Greg Ivan on the serving line.
Number 2, Kobe, number 2. Good pass there from Bowers. Outside to Fidari. That's dug up by Shotbolt. It's going to be dumped over to Dimicevic. Nicely handled by Rabbit. Oh, on the pipe, Hutchinson, no one home.
That was smooth, very nice. You can tell those two played together in Azerbaijan together.
A lot of chemistry there between Jake Gomes and Zach Hutchinson, also the two organizers of this said tournament.
Yeah. Here's Josh Fidari. Oh, a
bit of a hybrid there.
Yep. And they're on the antenna. Yeah. Yeah, Fidari seems to be in a bit of a coasting mode right now. I don't think he's putting a whole lot into his jumps either, but still finding ways to score. It's probably smart. They've got a few more matches potentially to go and save a little bit. Oh, there. I think he was going through that hole in the net. We now have 3 holes in the net, and one is very large. Well handled.
Oh.
Alex King with the cutback.
I really like that
speed.
cutback.
Yeah,
I really like that
speed.
cutback from Alex King.
That was a great set, too. There's Matt Bowers on the serving line. The spin serve goes deep.
Just long. Just long there by Matt Bowers.
And we're back to a 2-point game.
So far right now, Brenda, Jumbo Strip is doing a much better job of just staying with Pro-Am early here.
Yeah, definitely better than the first set. I also think there's a little bit of Pro-Am that's taken their foot off the gas.
Ooh. Another one, and Dubé is just he's continuously so far inside on that defense that Pro-Am has about a good 1.5 meters to almost 2 meters behind him to swing towards the sideline.
Yeah.
10-7.
I don't know how much he's played as an opposite. Look overly comfortable in one. I know in the one volleyball league he played as an outside.
Ah, okay.
So that shot's off the hands. To keep them tight within 2. And here comes Jaro Fidritsky.
Oh, picked up there on the dump. Now Shotbolt's going to get it back.
And Shotbolt misses the hands, launches the ball well out of bounds. And we're back to rotation 1 with Gomes on the serving line. With the float serve.
Dubé on the
Dubé,
backside.
solid ball down the line. He hits a heavy ball.
He does. He's a big boy, and he hits that heavy.
I think that's the first dig that Lexan Rabbit didn't make that he probably could have.
Yeah.
The whole tournament. Tompkins.
I think you're right. I think that might be the first time a clean ball has been hit by Lexan Rabbit.
Yeah. At 12-9, Zach Hutchison will serve as soon as the floor is dry again. Dave Hamilton having a little joking conversation there with Jake Gomes.
Hutchison will be headed to Tourcoing in France this year, playing the LNV. Oh, what a pickup in the back row. Now out of system here for Dubé. What a rip there by Andrew Dubé.
Yeah. I think Josh Fidari's kicking himself, maybe showed some lack of respect there for Dubé by not going up, and it cost him and his team. So it's a 2-point set now.
Once again, Jumbo Shrimp doing a good job of just staying with it. And they've made a few key plays along the way to really keep them involved and engaged.
Yeah. I'm just kind of wondering if things continue to get tight, whether there's a point where the Pro-Am team will step it up a notch again.
Yeah. And who's going to do it from the baseline, basically. There's a really good cut back there by Dax Tompkins.
That ball's in.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty much owned the net every ball he's gotten in this match. So
He is swinging pretty much 100.
Yeah, we'll see how he does from the serving line. Now switches to a float. Dubé.
Oh.
Fidari caught sleeping.
And once again, Fidari almost too insistent on getting the pancake as opposed to getting the ball up.
I also think if you're in position 2, we have not seen a single athlete in this tournament. Although we haven't seen Pac-Man, I don't know if they have a lefty on the right side. Probably not, it's probably Terrell, but nobody's hitting the tee from the right side.
No.
You know, an opposite. So he could be sliding into the pot much more, more aggressively.
Yeah, you're right. There's only probably one team in the tournament that you have to really be attentive of the right side, and that's going to be Pac-Man. Other than that, you can maybe be a little bit more expecting some off-speed stuff or some tips as that serve from Greg Ivan is going long.
Zig Leachis for the Queens team in his one rotation as an opposite.
Yeah.
When he's beside the setter in 2, he can hit that shot, but it only works on a tight set. So I think you give up too much if you stay out in the perimeter. Gomes from a knee, setting the middle. Alex King scoring.
To me, that's a play that shouldn't score.
Well, personally, I don't think it should be set.
No, that's exactly. As a middle blocker, for me, if I see him go down on a knee like that, I know it's either a middle set or it's inside. As soon as you limit yourself at that.
Well, if you think about it, if you're on your knee, from your hands to the middle hitter who's jumping, that's more than a meter.
Oh, well over,
It gives the opposite middle tons of time to get up. You're not fooling anybody, but it scored anyway, so what do we know?
It was kind of like yesterday when we saw Matsudo from Adapt trying to set Mark Wilson, and there was just such a height disparity between the two of them.
Yeah, so it's like setting meter balls in a way, the timing for the blocker.
There's a reason that middle blockers like tall setters. They just want to eat right out of their hands.
Exactly. Matt Bowers off the hands.
We will see it. We see it there with Gomes. As for me, when I'm training centers, I'd rather see them take a quick step forward and contact that ball a little bit higher. Even
100%.
if you're off the net a little bit, if you can contact that ball a little bit higher, you're also just going to speed up your offense too and get it to your hitters faster.
100%. Little ping pong again.
Suashinge.
finding his way through.
Yeah, Dilshan. Maybe we can get Jesse Sadie over there to help us pronounce this name as Jumbo Shrimp.
Dilshan Subasing.
Swasingi?
Yeah, I don't know if the E is pronounced or not.
Gomes
Josh
just
Vidari off the hands. Height mismatch there. And we're 18-14. Alex King coming back. Serve. He overran that toss. Serve goes into the net.
took a little bit off at that time. I'd rather just see him, like we haven't seen him be too successful or even great with a half-speed shot.
He overran that.
Yeah.
Rabbit with the pass goes to Fidari, and he,
Oh,
foot violation.
a back row violation for Josh Fidari. Too bad, too, because otherwise that was a clean kill.
Absolutely. And we're back within 2. Good
Yeah.
job by Jumbo Shrimp staying with them.
They've done a really good job at eliminating their own errors and just keeping the ball in play.
Perfect pass. Gomes with the dump. And it is handled by the defense. That's a point for the Pro Am team.
And Dubé puts his hand up and admitting that was his wrong, is just went with the wrong hand. Went with the right hand turning towards the wall as opposed to going to the left turning towards the net.
Sure. Gomes with the spin. Shot pulled down the line. Gomes couldn't handle it.
We're getting to that point here, Brenda, that Jumbo Shrimp is going to need to make a play. Either someone needs to have a big serve or there needs to be a big block of the net, but someone needs to make a play here for them to push back. Oh, could be here, right here. They recycle that. Another chance for Pro Volleyball. And Zach Hutchison makes no mistake off the block. A shot pulled out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to run out of time. It's 3-point gap. And if they just keep trading side outs, that's not going to do it. Hutchison putting it in play. Spin serve down the line. Well handled. Dubé. Dubé's blocked. And the block scores. 21-17.
You know, we were saying that we needed something from Jumbo Shrimp, but instead we get something from Pro Am, and now they have that 4-point lead.
And Jumbo Shrimp calls a timeout. I think we're starting to see some heavy legs. Second match of the day for both these teams.
Real quick, Brenda, we do want to give a shout out to one of our gold sponsors here for the Volleyball Pro Am. Windsor Contracting has been in the construction field for 30 plus years. We strive in providing quality service for a great price. These services include painting drywall, flooring, baseboards, decks, driveways, roofing, bathrooms, basements, electrical, and plumbing. We provide the best rates available, no job too small. All your building needs inside and out of the home. Satisfaction guaranteed. Easy payment terms, and we provide very good discount rates for referrals. We are fully insured and have references provided. Big thank you to Windsor Contracting for being one of our gold sponsors here at the Pro Am Volleyball Tournament.
Here's Zach Hutchison once again. And to be honest, Everett, I've used Windsor Contracting.
You have?
I have, and they did a fabulous job. They've put some shelving up in my garage for me. They repaired a shed. They did a number of small projects, but it turned into a full day of work. And he's also been a sponsor of the Queen's program, so that was how I developed the connection. Shot bowled into the net. Back to a 3-point lead, 4-point lead at 22-18. Here we have Big Dax Tompkins on the serving line.
David Hamilton up to the task there. Now Dubé is going to tip it down the line, picked up by Tompkins. Now Gomes in the middle to Alex King, and he's going to spray that one wide.
Just slightly wide. So we're at 3-point game.
Greg Ivan back to serve. It's a 3-point game, but Josh Vidari.
He put a little more effort into that one, I think. A little higher, a little harder.
Yeah, a little bit of better of approach, and now we have human kids in the monster world. It's 23-19. Oh, Eric 1 point saunters into the gym. Talking about bringing in the big guns as Josh Vidari serves into the net.
Yeah, he mistimed that one. (23-20). Here comes Andrew Dubé. He's capable of unloading.
He is.
He's been float serving.
I want to see Dubé take a chew on that one. Alex King. Oh, what an up there by Dave Hamilton. It's still alive. Dubé to dump it back over. King again. Can't give it right back to him. No. Jake Gomes. You know, a few times we've seen Gomes miss that on 2-ball. He got all of that one that time.
Yeah.
And that gives us match point here.
Second timeout called, actually, by Jumbo Shrimp. It's now or never for them.
All right, coming back at the timeout, Pro Am Volleyball has match point here, up 24-20 for a spot in the semifinals.
Matt Bowers.
And that one is going to be well long.
Timeout scores.
That is a coach's point right in the pocket for sure.
Yep.
Good pass there by Hutchison.
And that ends the quarterfinal with a Jake Gomes dump, 25-21, and they will advance to the semifinals. So the next match is scheduled for 12 o'clock. It's almost 11:30 now, so I suspect it may go a couple minutes early, but not very much. So on this court, we will have the winner of Adapt and
I think it's going to be Adapt against Blackfly.
okay.
Well, we'll have to see what we do. We'll talk to Zach and see which of the 2 semifinals we'll put on this court. But we will be back around noon for the semifinals here at the 2024 Volleyball Pro Am. 2008. Jeez. I'm getting so old, man. I'm getting so old. Oh, wait, I did.
When I retired to now, the guys coming into first year, like your age, you were in grade 6.
My sister was born.
It was 6 years ago, so you just finished grade 12.
I mean, Brenda, when I first did a game with you, that was 2011. That was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
That was. No, I was 19.
But I did the 2008 national final.
You did.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right. We are back here now for the semifinals between Pro Am Volleyball and Pac-Man Volleyball. Brenda, this has to be one of the most anticipated matchups in the entire tournament. As that first touch by Shawan Vernon Evans is out of bounds.
Yeah, it was going for hands, and the hands just weren't there. All right, our first reception. Jake Gomes serving.
Oh, wait.
Serve into the net. The next up, we have the one and only Shawan Vernon Evans. Shawan playing over in Asia. Goes with the easy ball.
Oh, there we go. It's the young man, Will Basilio. Just 18 years of age out here with the big block on Zach Hutchinson.
Vernon Evans once again.
Ooh, that's another big serve
much
from
tail
Shawan.
on that one.
Yeah, well out of bounds there by Shawan Vernon Evans.
Yeah, he just plays at an elevation that no one else here, other than maybe Mark Wilson, can deal with.
Yeah, Mark Wilson's really the only one that plays at Shawan's level. Still, as
Height-wise,
Hutchinson.
yeah.
Yeah, height-wise.
Passes too tight, and Dax Tompkins puts it down.
Yeah.
So they
Quentin
take it.
Greenridge here is the libero for Pac-Man, just in front of us. Another one of the members of their 18U team. So far, he's really impressed me, but that serve there from Zach Hutchinson is a pro-level serve. This time he goes after Basilio, and that's going to be a free ball situation with Shawan just dumping it over. Ooh, and mishandled there by Josh Fidari. And here's Bowers, picked up by Shawan in the back row. Jajraz Najar is going to give it to the outside. Here's Basilio, nicely handles that high ball, but it's dug up. Now Hutchison back in the pipe, that's kept alive by Rabbit. Good up there by Greenridge. Now Matt Powell, he's going to throw that one out of bounds. And that long rally goes to Pro Am.
That's the third ball that they've tried to cut back sharp to one from different players. It may be a team tactic to try to wipe off the outside edge of the block. Hutchison once again.
Ooh, cuts that one back towards Vernon Evans. It's just going to be a high ball to Terrell Bramwell. His first swing is dug. Out of system now to Fidari.
He came in too early and had to stop his approach before jumping.
I'm going to be very interested to watch Josh Fidari in this one, because for the first time he's going to have a big serious blocker in front of him, especially when Shawan Vernon Evans gets to that front row. Nicely handled there by Rabbit. Oh, the one-handed block there by Kelsey. Now Fidari once again tipped way long, and that's point Pac-Man.
That reception by Sharon, his visions of his time back in 18U when he was a left side before they moved him to the right side.
Bowers with a big swing cross court.
Yeah. Block got there actually, but didn't penetrate. Left the inside arm off the net, leaving the angle open.
Also, I did speak to Alex King. Alex King will be returning to TMU for another season, so that is a great asset for Nico Rukavina to build off of.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of loyalty.
Good pass there by Vernon Evans, and Bramwell. Oh, Dax Tompkins couldn't follow that redirect.
Yeah.
Bramwell with his first kill of this match.
King was high. That's a high hit. Here's Bramwell. 5-5.
That is going to be a tight pass there by Hutchinson. Off of Bramwell's serve, and 2 points in a row basically there for Terrell Bramwell. That's pretty textbook Terrell, though.
Yeah, I think Gomes tried to take it out of the net off the pass, but couldn't get a rhythm. Bramwell again.
Going after Bowers once again. Now here's right side Fidari. Tries to wipe that one off the block, but Will Basilio comes down and gives that to Dikembe.
Yeah, they're breaking away. 2-point lead. I think the Pro Am team needs to set some outside balls and use the line here.
Terrell with another big serve. Outside now to Bowers. Oh!
I called it.
Brenda, you should go back to coaching. Goodness gracious. But I really like that shot from Matt Bowers, though. We've seen him. I was wondering if he was going to go hard cross again, but instead he takes a little bit off, and that's a perfect shot down the line into the pocket.
Yeah. Mismatch there, too, block height. They're going to have to find their rhythm from the serving line, or this is going to be over quickly. Here's Basilio. Do you know what he's doing next year?
No, where is, let's ask someone. One of these Queens kids might know. Bowers, another chop down that line. He's really using that mismatch with Jazz Rosar in the front row.
As he should.
Where's Basilio going next year? Does anyone know? Okay, there we. I know who Ball State. I know where. Now Hutchison. Oh, he's trying to. Oh, did that hit the line?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a better angle on it than I do, but.
Another service error for Pro Am. I believe that's 4.
Computer charger. Can you grab one of them? Jaskaran Kalsi here, and he's a former teammate of Jake Gomes at Humber, and he's a rare lefty middle, and I love the looks he gets as a lefty middle. As Hutchison goes over top of the block, King can't put it down. Now Vernon Evans out of system, off the block, and out. And I think, is that Shawan's first point of the match? Might be.
I believe so.
Oh, thank goodness Julia's back, because I keep on looking down and panicking that I've been forgetting the score like I have been in the past 2 games as Kelsey puts that in net. Welcome back, Julia. Thank you for being here.
We have Alex King serving.
Another good serve there by King. Oh, but the tight pass is nicely handled by Najar. Najar once again with the hybrid. That's a quick ball to the outside to Hutchinson. I really like that set. I really, really like that set.
Yeah, I think anytime it's fast and flat for Zach out to the antenna, he's going to find a way to score, either because the block isn't closed due to speed, or the outside blocker, as was this case, didn't get out far enough.
Gomes with the hybrid once again, easily handled by Vernon Evans. Outside, Bramwell puts that one off the tape. Now here's Hutchinson. It's a tight ball. He pushes that one through. Basilio is just going to pop it up, and Bramwell dumps it over. Handled by Tompkins. That's tight. Over the net call there, called by the down referee, Eric Monpoint. And, you know, Jake Gomes was arguing with the referee yesterday, but it's different now that it's no longer a volunteer. We got Sue Lecknoy's on the stand. She's not going to be making that many mistakes up there. another big serve there by Vernon Evans.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The referee acknowledging serve, and the other team's got 3 guys busy wiping the floor. Okay, we have Vernon Evans once again.
Just so heavy there by Swan. Great pass there by Greenridge. Now right side, Bramwell goes hard cross court. Gomes unable to keep it up. What's even like this to me from Schwann is probably about an 80% serve. Right? It's very measured. He's not really laying into it. There's still another level that he could bring it to.
Here we have a timeout by the Pro Am team. I'm gonna have to leave you on your own for just a minute. I have to.
No worries, no.
Have to manage something here.
Taking a time out here is the Pro Am. Pro Am just wants to slow things down as Pac-Man's starting to pick things up. This Pac-Man team is the #1 seed in the tournament. I had Matt McGurr try to tell me earlier that they weren't. And I don't know what planet he's living on, but this is a solid team all the way through.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, Matt McGurr was trying to tell me earlier that the Pac-Man team wasn't the #1 seed in the tournament.
And they are.
I had a good little chuckle over that.
Yeah.
Of course, coming from
serve.
volleyball consultant Matt McGurr, as that goes, ho, 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 ho. Well, Basilio.
And Matt Powell. Again, I think Zach was a little early on that one. Little inside. He needs a faster set.
Schwann takes a little bit off of it that time. That's going to be out of system now for Fadari. Oh, and a big swing. Staying down is Powell and Terrell Bramwell.
I think Swan is gesturing like he had that lined up. And Quentin Greenwich dove in front of him.
Hutchison served well in the last game. Let's see if he can keep that going. And that's a strong serve over.
Oh.
Bowers is going to be kept alive by Basilio.
Free ball.
Dumped over there by Terrell with the short overpass. And the 2-ball to Hutchison. He's blocked by Matt Powell. Wow. Matt Powell looked beat there. He barely got a hand over top of the net and was able to shut down Hutchinson on the pipe.
Yeah, 3 blocks so far by Powell.
That's, once again, the pipe to Hutchinson, and this time definitely puts it over to 2.
Smart tip. I don't see the Pro-Am team in the same offensive rhythm, partly because they're not passing as well, and that's partly because the serving is tougher, but they need to get into a better rhythm if they're going to compete here.
Greenridge, watch this run outside to Basilio, off the hands of Fadari. Hutchison now to the back row. Oh, Josh Fadari. Ooh. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm not a ref, because I saw that in. Everyone else in the gym seemed to have seen it out, but I saw that in from Josh Fadari.
Funny angle for us, I think, being at the baseline. We have Bramwell once again. Great pass by Hutchison and Matt Bowers.
Oh, I really liked that idea and play there from Bowers. The execution just a little bit off.
Yeah, 3 inches. Damage is the same as if it was 3 feet.
The other semifinal, we've got Adapt against Blackfly. Blackfly currently leading 7-5. As it is 18-12 here in favor of Packman with Terrell Bramwell. Back to serve. Handled by Bowers. Now pipe to Hutchison, dug up by Bramwell. Outside now to Basilio. Basilio swings high and hard, dug up by Hutchinson. Now for Bowers. He's looking for touches. Oh, Kelsey there calling his own touch. Good sportsmanship by the former Humber Hawk.
Yeah, I see it. The referee wasn't calling touch till he did that, but it was clearly an upward deflection off the swing.
Fodari now for Pro Am, looking to build a bit of momentum, a bit of rhythm here. Basilio is going to throw that off the block of King, and that is down. One back for Pro Am.
Fodari on the serving line. Oh, he laces one. Out of system, Bramwell, high hands, it's recovered. Outside to Basilio, off the hands and out of bounds. Here's Will Basilio serving for Pac-Man. Float serve, good spot. And
Oh,
good for Lexon.
that, you know what? Big ups to Lexon for just getting a touch on that. Just getting underneath that. I'm sure you felt that. That was, Shawan detonated that one. That was big. Kelsey now. Packman with the 5-point lead. Great pass there. Oh! And the former Humber Hawks dap each other up as Kelsey was on that. He read that perfectly. Just didn't get the best ball up on the Jake Gomes over-the-shoulder dump.
And we're a 4-point spread here at 16-20. Here's Alex King. And King goes long. Not by much, actually. Jazraj Nijar serving. York setter.
Jadraj. I really like Jadraj Najar as a setter. Oh, as that tipped down by Tompkins. 21-17 here.
Gomes on the line.
Gomes. Handled by Greenridge. Right side now to Schwann, Vernon Evans. He goes high off the hands of Zach Hutchison.
Those hands almost weren't high enough for him. He just got the fingernails. 22-17.
Then again, Schwann does play in Japan, so if he's used to going for shorter hands.
True enough. He's going back to Japan again.
He is. And that Japanese league just added another foreigner slot, and it's about to get real serious. In the next few years, I think Japan's going to be one of the strongest leagues in the world. 22-18 here in favor of Packman. Great pass there by Greenridge. And the the shoot to Powell works real well.
It's quite a blend of generations on this Pac-Man team.
It really is.
I mean, Terrell has to be mid-30s by now. And
Terrell is 34. He's a 90,
figure.
1990.
And then Shawan would be about 28 or 7, I think.
No, he's younger than that.
Okay.
Swan is.
And Powell. He'd be at least 25, I would think.
About that, yeah.
And then you've got 18-year-olds.
You couple of got the 18Us. I mean, hey, it really shows from like the beginning of the Pac-Man success.
Yeah. Terrell, beside the libero, he's almost double his age at 34 and 18. Almost. Tompkins.
Perfect pass there from Shawan Vernon Evans. And
Nice swing,
Basilio.
Basilio.
Wow, I have been so impressed. They don't use him. I mean, no need to use him that much in this offense. But whenever he does, he makes the right shot. Makes the right choice.
Absolutely. He's playing like a veteran, not an 18-year-old. And did he play in one of the national programs? Was he a youth national team?
It does seem like it. I would assume.
I
Let's
know
look
he's
that up.
wearing the clothes, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's just nasty.
That is nasty. He put that so close to the block, and he had that vision to just snap that down.
Well, and taking off behind the attack line, he's hitting that like it's a front row ball.
Yeah. That is the different level there of Shawan Vernon Evans, who plays week in and week out in one of the best leagues in the world. You know, we have quite a few pro players in this tournament, but Shawan Vernon Evans is really just on a different level than some of these other guys right now. Pac-Man takes the first set here, 25-19. And Pro Am's going to have to come back with something different in set number 2. Just playing at a team at a different level right now, this Pac-Man team. And you know what? You can look at a lot. Like Terrell Bramwell has been fantastic. Shawan Vernon Evans has been great. Jasmine Shajar has run a really great offense. But to me, it's the play of the two 18U athletes, Quentin Greenridge and Will Basilio, that has really stood out.
Well, and even Matthew Powell's been a really stable presence at the net. I think, you know, they probably have obviously the highest end player in Shawan Vernon Evans, but they also have no weak links.
No.
Every single guy is doing their job almost flawlessly. And so I think if I was coaching Pro-Am, I'd be saying, hey, be aggressive. You know, don't be conservative. Don't worry about getting blocked. You know, hit high, hit edges of the block.
Yeah.
Go for it on your serve. Your best chance of
And
of
also,
competing.
too, if you're Pro-Am, you don't really have much to lose. You know, you've got some quality guys on your team, but at the end of the day, like, this Pac-Man team is real good. Just go for it.
I also think they've tested Shawan. He's passed every passing test. The libero's diming every ball. Why not test the Basilio?
Yeah. Why not go after Basilio? Absolutely.
And just test him.
See if you can break him. Because you're not going to – I'm a big fan of going after your best player, but you're not going to break Shawan Vernon Evans right now in this situation. So let's see if you can break the P2.
If nothing else, you'll slow him down as an outside, you know.
You know, right now, Jasraj Najar is in peak form, and he doesn't feel any stress at the moment. That ball's going to be a little inside. Picked up by Najar. Now out of system. Shawan's just going to dump it over. Oh, into the net there by Vernon Evans. And he can't believe it.
And they're all tied up. 1-1.
I think it's going to be important for Pro-Am to just stay within at least 1 to 2 points. If that lead starts to grow at all, it's going to be really hard for them to come back. But Zach Hutchinson's going to need to serve better than that.
Yeah, that wasn't a great toss, and I think the arm swing was just an attempt to fix the toss. Here comes Vernon Evans. Put on your helmet. Oh, thank you.
Nicely handled there by Rabbit.
Such a high block.
Fidari slowed down now. Najar outside. Basilio, no one home, and I love that decision. I love that decision to just go with the two-handed push down into the gap.
I'm still
I know.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around. I know it's become a trend in the game. I've been seeing it the last 2 years all over the place. But, you know, a deceptive short tip there would have worked as well.
I'd rather that than the one-hand push, in my opinion.
Okay.
Hutchison, he goes off the edge of the A that time.
Yeah, he was actually reaching to close, and he
Yeah.
caught the inside elbow. Yeah. Okay, we have Alex King on the serving line wearing a Zach Hutchison uniform. Nice serve by King, but it's well handled.
Bramwell is stopped, but nicely picked up by Quentin Greenridge. Now here's a chance. That's tight for Gomes. Does it well, and Fidari throws that one down. Greenridge not happy with the call. Sulek Noise doesn't want to hear anything about it, though.
It's King once again. Well, at least they take him out of the offense.
Once again, Basilio.
Yeah.
That was
Sure,
it.
King was hiding in the shadow of the block there.
And that was even like Basilio wasn't too happy with that set. He came down and immediately asked for it higher, but it was fast to the outside, and he was still able to put it on some pace. He'll be headed to Ball State next year, and it's really too bad we can't keep him in Ontario, as he's going to be chipped up, and Bowers puts it over. Now here's Najar, right side to Bramwell, dug up by Gomes, but Kelsey, his teammate, throws it down. Former teammate.
Former teammate. They're teammates now, so you're right.
No, Kelsey and Gomes are on other opposite sides. They played together at Humber before.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying.
Oh,
And that
wow.
ball's in. Nice shot by Dax Tompkins.
And Tompkins there, Kelsey did a really good job at fronting him and being aware of where he was, but Tompkins came in with a full head of steam, and he was looking for that sideline before the ball was even
Great
set.
thumb down shot.
Yeah. Fidari. Oh, and there's an ace down the seam for Josh Fidari.
And they tie it up at 5-5.
That's exactly,
But
that's
yeah,
some good
that's-
momentum early here for
They-
Pro Am.
That's what they need to do. Like, go for it. No fear.
That's out of bounds by Fidari, but still, you'll take that. An ace for an error there?
Yeah. It's just a trade, right? They started off. They were up one. He aced and tied it, and now they're up one again. So they're nothing gained. All right, we're tied again on a service error by Terrell Bramwell. So now we have Bowers on the serving line. Yeah, that's just not going to do it. You know, half speed.
3 missed serves in a row there for the match. Now let's see if the kid in high school can put it over. He does, as that's going to go outside to Hutchison, right into the block, but quickly tracked down by Lexon Rabbit and just rolled over the block, but a pancake by Terrell Bramwell unfortunately goes backwards. We're all tied up at 7s.
That's that pancake you like so well.
That one was a little bit better. I mean, at least he was on the ground and outstretched.
He just passed it backwards. Here we go with Dax Tompkins.
Better serve from him that time. Oh, that's up, that's good. What a dig there by Dax Tompkins. And once again, Joshua Najar just playing with him.
That's a great strategy by Jazz, catching them while they're resetting their defense.
Now Gomes. Fastball out to Hutchison, and he climbs the
That had
ladder
to feel
for that
good.
one.
Yeah.
If Zach can really start start getting going. Pro-Am needs someone to heat up right now. They need someone to build a bit of momentum, and I think that player has to be Zach Hutchison. Everything's really quiet right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
There we
big
go.
serve by Gomes. In the middle, the Powell is scooped. Can they
Not
get
him.
there? No. Oh. Shout out to the volunteer who plugged the,
The extension cord back in?
yeah, real quick. Everything's got battery power, so if it got unplugged, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But
Right. But she's thinking. Here's Jazraj. Passed by Rabbit perfectly.
Woo!
Perfectly.
That was nice.
That was sweet.
That was one of the best connections we've seen all tournament, Brenda.
Yeah, that looked like a warm-up hit.
Yeah, that really did. Great delivery by Gomes, and Alex King was there and ready. He was locked and loaded.
Here's Hutchison.
Good swing there from Bowers, and that's going to be on the net for Packman. And
they're
Pro-Am
Yeah,
takes the lead.
First lead of the match. Hutchison once again. Brings the heat. Overpass, and Shawan Evans can control the tempo. Ace for Zach Hutchison.
That is a big, big serve
He's
there.
all smiles right now. Acing Vernon Evans is not an easy thing to do.
No.
His territory with that stride and arm length is so large.
Even though he's an opposite, let's all remember that he trains every. Oh, that's another one there by Zach
No,
Hutchison.
that's in.
No, that has
The
to. Yeah,
linesman is wrong.
that's it. Even
Yeah.
Eric Monpoy, our down referee, is calling that one in. Even the
Yeah.
reaction from the Packman players too could just
Yeah.
told the story on that. That one's long. But still, 2 aces there for Zach Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Given Pro-Am that 2-point lead is massive. But right away, you've got Shawan Vernon Evans on the baseline.
Let's,
And then Terrell Bramwell with the block on Matt Bowers. And just like that, Packman pulls within 1.
yeah, I still don't think that was a full swing by Bowers. I've seen him swing way more aggressively.
But still, that serve there from Shawan Vernon Evans. And once again, Zach Hutchinson, he definitely touched the ball and touched the floor, so he's mopping. But I think Mom Point is kind of being like, where's this up, as this is a veteran move by Zach Hutchinson to maybe ice Vernon Evans just a little bit.
Yeah, I still don't feel like they've tested Basilio enough as a receiver.
Now Shawan Vernon Evans with another big serve, and that's going to be tight by Rabbit. Bowers tips it down. It's dug by Basilio. Now in the pipe to Vernon Evans. He'll tip that over. Oh, and that's actually going to be a back row violation there by Vernon Evans, and you can hear the sigh of relief coming out from Pro-Am.
Just getting him off the serving line is huge.
Absolutely.
And they still have a 2-point lead. All right, we're good to go. Alex King will put it in play.
Adapt winning the first set over there on court 1. Wow. Alex King gets us going here, and there's an ace. That one. The trajectory of that ball, Brenda, was interesting.
Yeah, he had a tail on it. It's definitely side spinning
He
toward.
cut that high, contacted it really high and cut it back pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
And I think Shawan Vernon Evans was really surprised with how quickly it dropped, because I was.
Yeah, he really cut just inside the sideline, and great. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but it was effective.
Yeah, and just like that, Pro Am with a 3-point lead up here, up 14-11. Basilio now. Yeah, no touch.
Basilio
That was out of bounds. Now 4-point
trying to
lead
hit a
for Pro
control
Am.
shot and miss the hands. And Pac-Man calls, I believe, their first time out of the tournament. I didn't see every match, but I did see all the scores, and I don't think there was ever a point where Pac-Man was behind by 4 points either day.
No. I think they were behind a little bit in like one of their first matches against Jaft.
Did they ever have to call a timeout?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. This is definitely their first time out of the tournament, from what I understand. But
Here we have Alex Ketrzynski passing by us, an '84 Olympian, father of Cole Kaczynski.
and also Xander Ketrzynski will be heading to the Olympics.
Exactly.
Also their youngest, or not the youngest son, but Cole's twin brother Trent Ketrzynski is also currently looking for a contract. If anyone wants the third Ketrzynski brother.
Alex King's serve goes into the net, reduces the lead to 3. Trent had been experimenting with beach, but I guess he's decided to stick with.
And you know what? That's another one where I think Gomes is just setting Tompkins into a bit of a trap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think some separation offense would work
Yeah.
well, because that's the second time Kelsey has followed Dax.
That's specific, especially Kelsey. I think he does a very good job at being aware in the front row, aware of assignment, of where he needs to be going. So that one, I really want to see Gomes reverse it to Fedari.
Yeah, exactly, separate it.
Another good pass by Pac-Man. Bramwell goes high off the hands. And Bramwell's, I've always loved watching him play, but it's just classic being able to jump up there, and his arm is so fast. He's able to attack the ball in so many different ways once he gets up there.
Yeah, you kind of use synonyms when you say Terrell and high. Hitting
Great
high
pass
off
there from
hands.
Hutchinson. Now Fedari on the C ball. Tug up by Greenridge. Now a bit of a misplay here, and oh wow. Oh, not ready was Josh Fedari, and just like that, it was a 4-point spread for Pac-Man, and now we are just down to 1.
And nobody doing anything poorly. It's a credit to Pac-Man doing some things really well.
Yeah, Pac-Man maybe took the foot off the gas a little bit, and now they've really come back strong. It's Bramwell with another big serve, nicely handled by Hutchison. Dax Tompkins, and that's the type of leadership play, veteran play that I expect from Dax Tompkins. It's maybe not the perfect set. He's got 2 blockers in front of him, and yet he's able to find that gap, go off the hands, and get the ball down for the point.
Yeah, I don't know if it might have been a little bit late. The ball got kind of out of his reach, and he had to hang and turn and then hit the ball. He usually tries to hit it on its way up, but it had already apexed in that one. Better high than low, though. We go with Bowers. Oh, he's float serve.
Nazar outside to Basilio, and he's shut down for the first time in the match by Dax Tompkins. And that's a great response from Pro Am. Pac-Man has been putting the pressure back on, climbing back into it, and that's a great steal by Pro Am here to regain a 3-point lead.
Yeah.
Bowers with another
Putting some
tough
pressure on
one.
Basilio as a passer. There,
And
that you know, pass and hit, and he had trouble.
Yeah, that was Basilio was put in a tough situation there on the tight pass and the tight set, and instead that's going to be the second time out for Pac-Man as they push back and Pro Am push right back again.
it'll be interesting to see how they respond out of this timeout. They've brought in their ace, Jesse Sadi, the Pac-Men's club head coach, to see them through the playoff rounds.
Is Jesse Sadi the most? He has to be one of the most. The coach was with some of the most 18U national championships. Like how many has he won now as a head coach? 3 or 4?
Oh, I think it's closer to 6, but.
One as an athlete, which is, and then now multiple
But
as a head coach.
I also, you have to give credit all through that club. The number of national championships in the younger age groups, I mean, they are developing winners from a very young age.
There's no doubt. That was a great serve there from Matt Bowers, but it's incredible what Kelly Smith and then Jesse Sadi has been able to do with that Pac-Man club.
Well, I think it's also the size of their base. I mean, they're running so many house leagues and camps.
Like, they are the model that we need to start following, where we need to be getting in more kids at the recreational level as opposed to just focusing solely on the club level.
And they tapped into a market of athletes in an area that was very underserved. They pride themselves on being the most ethnically diverse club in the country. And
they've really helped bring a different demographic to volleyball, and I think that's been massive for Ontario and Canadian volleyball.
Demographic, and it was long overdue. I mean, there's so many great athletes that are now playing volleyball that weren't before the Pac-Man opportunities were created.
Well, I think we just created a viral clip for Pac-Man Volleyball Club there because Shawan just detonates that ball as we're giving them their flowers. Goodness gracious, but we keep going here. Zach Hutchinson, veteran shot, veteran play.
Yeah, and using that matchup. I mean, we've been looking for that all match long.
Yeah, we talked earlier about how this Pac-Man team has so few weaknesses. I don't know if you can call it really a weaknesses, but that's one of the few cracks that they have is Jazz Ratchanojara's blocking, and clearly Pro Am is trying to pinpoint that, matching him up against Zach Hutchinson.
Yeah, he's a good discipline blocker and a good reader of where to be, but he's not super high.
Well, we're inching closer and closer to a third set here, Brenda, as Zach Hutchinson has really turned it on.
Okay, we have Jake Gomes on the serving line.
Oh, that's a good serve from Gomes. They get it back. He goes outside to Hutchinson. He's slowed down by Najjar. Bramwell picks it up. Now out of system. Fadari is slowed down by Bramwell.
Oh, double hit. Yes, good call.
Just
good call. Second contact.
23-17 here for Pro Am. This has been a fantastic. All of our matches today, Brenda, have been really good so far. This has been some great volleyball here on Sunday at the 2024 Pro Am Volleyball Cup. I don't know if it's a cup. I just made that part up. That's out there from Gomes.
All right, 23-18. This died. My iPad died. No more battery. House.
Outside here to Fadari. He goes up and over. And now Bramwell out of the C ball. Dug up by Bowers. Hutchinson out of system now. Fadari. Oh, and the lines person calls it in. The up referee overrules it and calls it out.
I don't know.
23-20 now.
Nobody on Pac-Man was arguing that call. I was surprised.
Oh, Shawan was quite, but there you go. Who knows?
I'm going to say the ball never was.
Come on, more point. It's a men's tournament. Give him that. Give him that.
I'm not sure why Eric was upset. I missed something.
Jake Gomes did the classic point to the sky, the pointing to the volleyball
And he's telling
guys.
him, no.
I hate that. Let the boys have some fun as Zach Hutchinson sends us to a third set.
Amazing. I'm going to have to leave you on your own for a minute.
Yes.
I'll be back.
We will be right back for set number 3 here of the semifinals of the Volleyball Pro Am. There used to be I think they're complaining about. I don't know. I think they're complaining. Pro Am.
Who was though? Didn't Jake just serve? Shawan's good. Hey, he's good.
I don't.
He's like LeBron. He's like LeBron. LeBron would have called that too.
I disagree. I don't know if they were actually out of rotation though. Because at 23.
Okay, I missed something. What's going on? Zach aced on match point or
Yeah.
set point.
We were fine. Like I'm looking at the rotations here. Yeah. So right now there's a discussion about.
Zach serves set point. Just serve an ace and it'll be over.
Okay, well I mean you already like because I have Jake serving at 23-17. He serves the ace.
And then they side out,
Yeah.
and then Zach.
There was no one was out of rotation.
I'm very confused. In any case, we
Yeah.
have 24-20. Jake Gomes. With the- and Matthew Powell with the kill to make it 24-21.
Shawan just LeBron'd the entire reffing crew over here, convincing everyone that Pro Am was out of rotation. When they weren't.
They weren't?
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
I'm watching the replay back on YouTube as we sit here, and there we go.
That's justice. Justice.
All right, we will be headed to a third here in this semifinal, and I will be right back.
Okay, after a little bit of drama, the Pro-Am team does take the second set, 25-21, and we will go into a deciding set to 15.
Was Lex and Rabbit Ken Davis?
All right, we're ready to go here. Third and deciding set. Everett's dashing back from the washroom, but we're good to go.
Oh, wow.
Goodbye. Juan Vernon Evans with the big hammer on the outside, catches the sideline for the first point.
That was a big swing there from Shawan. I don't think he's too happy about losing that set. It's a fast pass there by Lexon.
Big by Bramwell.
Dug up by Bowers nicely. Now Hutchison off the net, just gonna pop it up and over. Greenridge now high to Shawan, and he's blocked there. Jake Gomes shuts the door.
Yeah, that wasn't very good rhythm between Jazz and Juan. He was up and almost back down before he hit that ball. Okay, we're tied at 1-1, and Gomes will put it in play.
Something nice for the scrapbook, though, for Jake Gomes, getting a
Yeah.
block on Shawan Vernon Evans.
And
Oh,
an
it
ace on
follows it
Terrell
up with an ace.
Bramwell. I think,
Just clip the whole thing out.
yeah, that's the Basilio seam. That's what I've been calling for all game. Bramwell tried to cover it, but a little too late. Was it Basilio
Nicely
again? A
handled
little
by
easier,
Greenridge,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and another block. Josh Fadari on Shawan Vernon Evans, and it's 3-1 Pro-Am.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be defending the next Shawan hit. I have a feeling he's going to make them pay.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool
Here
me
we
twice,
go.
shame on me. And
Uh,
that time,
Right through King's arms.
and you know, that's maybe a testament to Shawan's like maturity as a pro, where he's not looking to come back with the big bounce down the line. He
Yeah.
just sticks to the script and goes high hop hands.
King on the 31.
That's a great swing there from Alex King, because Matt Powell was on that and was fronting him. He had two sets of hands in front of him, still able to go off the block and out.
And you know what? That's what you talked about earlier, having a big physical setter like Gomes. He could set that almost in a horizontal plane and give King the opportunity to hit it, you know, now or later, depending on how far across his left shoulder he wanted to swing.
So, Brenda, we have a potential upset happening brewing on court number 2 over there, as Adapt is currently up 1-0 in 21-19. As, the hybrid there from Dajraz Najar.
It was a very good serve, acing Lex and Rabbit. I think, again, the first time Rabbit's been aced. Jazraj.
Outside now to Bowers. Off the block from Terrell and out of bounds.
Yeah, 5-4. I'd still be going after the Basilio seam.
Alex King has been able to heat up before from the baseline. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he went after Shawan in that corner.
Did nicely handled by Greenridge. Powell is shut down by Dax Tompkins. What a big block there by Tompkins.
Solid.
Once again, we talked about he makes timely plays.
6-4.
Short serve there by Alex King. Right side now to Shawan Vernon Evans, and he makes no doubt.
Yeah, that's his traditional corner. Looked very comfortable swinging, very diagonal. Go!
Oh, and that one from Shawan just dribbles over. And I think that's one that Zach Hutchison would want back. He was dug in, ready for this big serve.
But I think in their system that they assign that to Dax, and he's actually saying,
Okay.
I've got that ball. Yeah. Because Zach's also got to cover Lexon's back, so there's no way he can manage both those things.
Shawan, once again, takes a
Yeah,
little bit
there
off
it
of it.
is.
Now to Fedari. Oh, he goes over the top.
They take the lead back at 7-6. Little floor mopping. So far, the libero has definitely proven that he should not be a target.
Where's Greenridge heading next year? The Windsor. Yeah. Greenidge heading to Windsor, going to play for James Gravel next year.
Yeah, they've had some good libs over the years.
Fedari. It's a tight pass there. Matt Powell. Oh, it's kept alive. Dumped over by Rabbit. Right back to Powell. Can he swing again? To Bramwell. He's slowed down. Whoa. Whoa. Dax Tompkins looking to put that one over. Jake Gomes was there, and that is a missed opportunity for Pro Am.
Yeah, I think Dax had that. You know, the overpass going to be crushed, and Gomes wanted to set it, I think, or block it.
On court number 2, we have match point for Adapt.
In a strong rotation as well with a great server.
Yeah, wow. But over here on court number 1, we've got 7-7 in the third. Matt Powell. Now the pipe to Hutchinson, but he's shut down by Kelsey.
Yeah, he had the one shot open and he chose to go to 6. Unfortunate.
Oh, I apologize. Greenidge has already played a season at Windsor, and he was a U Sport All-Rookie team member.
Ah, there you go. I should have known that. So it ended with Adapt winning.
Wow, Adapt beating, taking down Blackfly, and Blackfly might be the one team that we haven't really featured on the stream all tournament long, but it is stacked. Tom
We'll
Sora.
see them in the bronze.
We will see them in the bronze, but Tom Sora, Joey Jarvis,
Cole
Ketrazinski as well, who'll be heading to Lundberg next week and go play Champions League this year. But wow, that is a big win for Adapt as we get back going here. And what a turn and burn there by Dax Tompkins, and that evens us up at 8.
Okay, here comes Bramwell. That was a great cross-court swing. See if he can follow it up with a good serve. Well managed by Gomes on a very tight pass.
That is getting yourself in a tough place there for Jake Gomes, pushing that one through.
We're all tied up at 9 apiece. Getting into the business end of this match. Remember, we're playing to 15 here. Yep, that overpass off the hand of the setter, off Jazraj.
10-9 now, Pro Am. And this is going back and forth.
Tompkins on the line.
And that one is wide.
And long.
It's out in all of the ways. Now here's Will Basilio. This is a great thing for Pac-Man as you've got Basilio coming to the back row and Shawan Vernon Evans heading up to the front. Outside now to Hutchinson. Oh, what vision there by Hutchinson to tip that one over Najjar.
They're back into a strong rotation with Gomes serving and 3 hitters at the net on the other side as well.
Gomes cuts it back to Basilio. They're gonna push it across to Vernon Evans, tipped down the line, picked up. Here's a chance now for Pro Am. Outside to Hutchinson, he's blocked. And that's in there. Pac-Man evens it up.
Great block by Jazraj. Kelsey.
Now, Kelsey going crossbody with the float serve, and what another connection. Alex King is lethal on that 31.
They could be running that all day if they pass well enough. I don't think that this team would stop them on that. It's too fast to get there.
Alex King, he's fast, he's athletic, he's got a live arm. He has improved so much.
12-11.
Oh, that's a sigh of relief for Pac-Man right there. This is really anyone's game right now, Brenda. Najjar floats it out. Hutchison now in the middle to King. Oh,
that's a costly error.
That he was too late on that one. That needs to be an outside set. I want to see him reverse the flow on that.
I don't think he got to the ball.
No.
The ball's too far in front of him to back set. But
just like that, Pac-Man takes the lead. Nazar, another hybrid right at Lexan Rabbit. Now in the middle to Alex King. That's dug up by Basilio. Left side now, Shawan. No touch given. Eric Mompoint down there. Give him the no-no. The Dikembe Mutombo, if you will.
I was doing it as well. Not that it matters. 13 all. Doesn't get any better than this.
I don't think they're looking back to us to
here comes Alex
for
King.
any calls.
No pressure.
Took a little bit off it, but put it in. Now Shawan. And he goes long. We've got match point Pro Am.
And Pac-Man calls timeout. 14-13. You know, it doesn't get any better than this.
No, it really doesn't. And this timeout, I don't even think Jesse needs to say anything. It's just have a breather. You know the ball is going to go back to Shawan, right?
Well,
yeah,
or they use him as a serious decoy. But yeah, again, I think he's hitting so high that he's missing the hands.
Well, this is going to be interesting coming back
Alex King on the baseline for Pro Am. Jazz Raznajar in one. Pac-Man has all 3 hitter options, but they trail by 1. We have match point for Pro Am. There is a point here in the second set, Brenda.
If they run middle, I bet they score, Pac-Man.
Okay.
Because they're
Take a
going
little
to
bit
be
off
waiting
of it.
for.
And they do it. No, outside to Terrell Bramwell. He's blocked. He is blocked. He is shut down. And Pro Am Volleyball, the tournament hosts, are off to the finals, defeating Pac-Man 15-13 in the semifinals.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
So most people would have bet their bottom dollar that the bronze 2 teams
Yes.
would have been the final.
Yes, absolutely. But we are going to have a rematch of last night's. Was it a 3-setter? No, it was a 2 straight.
It was 2 straight.
It was 2 straight, but last night's good match between Pro Am and Adapt in the finals. But first, before that, we will have Blackfly taking on Pac-Man in the bronze. We will be switching courts and gyms heading down to the main gym for the finals. But first and foremost, Brenda, thank you so much for joining. This was a lot of fun.
It was great. And the level of volleyball was really fun, really exciting.
It was all
good
3
caliber.
all 3 games that we got to do today were a lot of fun, and really appreciate you being here.
My pleasure, Everett.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
No doubt.
Yes.
All right, you
Awesome.
take care. And
Thank you
thanks
very
for
much,
listening.
guys, and we will be back live at 2 p.m. with the bronze medal match between Blackfly and Pac-Man. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.